Good morning, everyone. This is yet another episode of the Really Social Shortcast, a very short broadcast that will show you how to use something in social media, which is a vast world. We're going to show you one thing that you can start using today for optimizing your business social posts and drawing the masses to your amazing message, and also encouraging them to interact with you, because that is the end game. And so today we're going to talk about today's topic is social tagging. Now, you'll notice in the topic title on the bottom, along the bottom of the screen, that I replaced the A in tagging with the @ symbol. Now, I want you to imagine something for me that instead of just being a simple key on your keyboard, the @ symbol is actually your flare gun, okay? Now, when we've all seen movies or heard about rescue stories, or when you're trying to draw someone to your location, oftentimes, a flare gun will be used. You can shoot it up in the air, and then people can see where you are, locate, and then they can head your way. That is what tagging accomplishes for your social posts, and I want to show you guys how to use it right now. So I'm going to hop over to my browser, and you should be seeing my Twitter account, okay? So this is my Twitter account. I'm Rachel Moore. I like Colorado a lot. I have it zoomed in so you can see. So basically, the @ symbol, if I had to source it as to where it came from, obviously we see it in every email address, correct? But with social media, I always think of the origin, and I might be wrong about this, but the origin for me was always in Twitter, because Twitter made it possible for us to basically tag or mention somebody. And the way you would do that is everyone has a username on social media, right? You have your own social media profiles and your names, and we're able to identify you that way. So on Twitter, it all starts where obviously we can all identify ourselves by our Twitter handle, okay? And it leads off with an @ symbol. So I'm at Rachel Moore RS on Twitter. So when I go compose a tweet and I say, I'm hosting a live video right now, would love if, and I am thinking of a friend who I think would really like my video, whether they like the fact that I'm live streaming or they really want to see what I'm talking about, I could tag somebody. Now, the way in Twitter I tag someone is I lead off with the @ symbol. So I'm going to start typing in who I know to be on Twitter is Jen Nelson. She is a lovely woman, an amazing tech individual. She's a producer of her own live streams, knows Wirecast and everything like that. So you should definitely go follow her. But I want to tag her. So when I started typing in her name, Twitter basically built me a list of guesses saying, well, I think you're probably talking about one of these people. This just makes it easier for you, so you can just go ahead and click on her name rather than try to remember her whole handle. I don't know if you've ever seen handles on Twitter or Periscope. They can get a little complex and maybe not exactly indicating who the person is, but I'm going to click on Jen. So once I've clicked on her name, would take would watch, I need to think how I want to type this, would watch and tell me if it's good. Also demonstrating tagging. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Now I'm going to tweet that out. And we're going to see it appear in my tweets here in a moment. I'm going to refresh so we can see it. And actually, I have a pinned tweet, so there. All right, so now that I've tweeted that out, I can hover over her name, and it will give me a preview of Jen's profile. So instantly what I did with the tagging is I did two things. One is I created a link to Jen's profile. So now anyone who sees my tweet can go hover their mouse over what is now a link to her profile, beginning with the @ symbol. The other thing I did is that I essentially, by tagging her, by using this @ symbol in her name, I have sent her a notification that, hey, I'm talking about you. You should come check out what I'm saying. And then that will prompt the person being tagged to come, well, yes, I always want to hear. Equate that to if you're in a crowded room. We've all been there, where you're in a crowded room, a lot of people talking chitter chatter. Somehow you're able to hear your name from across the room. And they might not be talking to you or about you specifically, but they said your name. I don't know if you guys ever remember being a young kid where you're trying to tell your parent, mom, 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 mom. They've tuned that out. They're gone. But the second you say their first name, oh, what? they hear that and they turn. That's what we're doing. We're sending up the flare. We're saying their name across a crowded room. We are tagging them in a post. You can also do the same stuff in Facebook. So I'm going to be in my Facebook page and posting another video and I'm going to tag, hosted by, actually tag myself since this is my page. So I'm going to start typing in my name. Okay, and it's guessing again. It'll do it just like Twitter did. It's trying to guess who I'm talking about, which helps me out, and then I can put in that thing. And again, you can see it took away the @ symbol. Now, I could start typing in my name just normally, and I don't have an option to tag. Sometimes Facebook will kind of jump in saying, I think you're saying someone's name. Sometimes not. If you want to force the issue and say, no, I want to tag somebody, just type in that @ symbol, and you're able to start entering their name, and then you can go ahead and tag them. So if I post this, it's going to, and now I've actually tagged another page. So you can actually use this in your Facebook page post as well, where you're tagging either an individual or you can tag another page. And again, sending up the flare gun for somebody to come check you out. And then conversely, the same thing works on LinkedIn. And it even prompts you here, which I really love that they do for you, is to say you can write here or use @ to mention somebody. Thank you so much. Love that LinkedIn reminds me that I can mention someone in a post like my friend. And again, I'm going to type an @ symbol. It's already ready to guess. I'm going to type in Jen again. Jennifer, I think she's on Jennifer Nelson in here. There she is. And so it lets me, again, guess is that who I'm trying to say. I can click on her. The @ symbol's gone, so it cleans up your text immediately. And then I've now created a link to Jen Nelson in case whenever I post this video. So I'm going to hop back into the viewer so you guys can see me. Hopefully that's helpful. I love tagging, and there are so many different ways to do it because you don't have to just restrict yourself to doing it through, your post itself. Hi, Blake, and I just saw you on Periscope. I just had to hop back over after now I'm sharing my screen. You don't have to just do it in the initial post. You can do this in comments. Now, this is what I encourage people to do as well. Let's say that you put out a video and that you, or a post of any kind, and you didn't tag anyone in the initial post text. But what you can do is encourage people to tag. So let's say you put out a link to a resource that you know is very handy, okay? And you decide that, okay, I'm going to put this out, and at the bottom of your post or even at the top, you could say, hey, if you like this or know somebody who would benefit from it, tag them in the comments. All right. I love that notion because if you can tag someone in the comments, your post lives there. You are encouraging your fan base or your audience or your customers to think of other people and think, okay, oh, I know somebody who could benefit from this. And what they can do in their comment is type the @ symbol, start typing in the person's name. It'll pre-fill. And Facebook and other profiles always work on your network. They work off of who's in your friends list, who you're connected to on LinkedIn. It's always going to look at those people. So it's already trying to get your tribe pre-filled into that list. Okay. So all you got to do is type @ and start typing their name. And chances are you're going to see them right toward the top of your drop-down list. Click them. You've just now tagged them. The other thing you can do on Twitter is that if you add a picture to a tweet, you are able to tag up to 10 other Twitter users and attach them to that photo. So you're saving yourself the room in the tweet, but you're also able to attach 10 other Twitter users to that tweet by the photo. Tons of things you can do with tagging, but think of it that way. Next time you put out a business post, a business-related post, or something you would really like more people to come and take a look at, tag them in the post. Try it out next time you're on Facebook or LinkedIn, and if you see that, oh, there's a quiz that's really fun. It's a quiz about wine, and I know some wine drinkers in my life. Just go in the comment below the post and tag them, and you'll see how that works. They'll come to the post, they start interacting, the post starts gaining traction, they start tagging and sharing, and it just snowballs from there. That is your quick tip today from the Really Social Shortcast. Tagging is a magical thing. I love engaging with it. It really does prompt building that neighborhood, having people share with each other. It really gets to the guts of why social media is social by nature. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, or on Periscope, you can tweet at me at RachelMooreRS. And please share this video. You can tag other users if it's on YouTube. and draw them and have them come check it out too. I'd appreciate you sharing. And again, if you have any topics that you'd like me to cover in future Really Social Shortcasts, just let me know. I'd be happy to do that. I've got a list that's already very long, but I can always move things to the top. Thank you so much for watching today, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon and seeing you next Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time for the next Really Social Shortcast here on YouTube and Periscope. Have a great week, and I'll see you then.